My name's Rebecca Gordon and I work in the consulting division of CRU. My responsibility is for the Technology Metals and Energy desk. So we are the group of people who look after inquiries that come from single clients, specifically covering technology, metals and energy. It's an area where we're having a lot of change in the market in terms of the sort of societal acceptance of new electric vehicles and the new types of power generation. And the reason that's interesting to us at CRU is that it's incredibly commodity intensive to build a car or to build a power plant. And we're looking at what those changes that are being driven by policy sort of throughout the world really mean for the commodity markets that our clients are working in. So we're getting questions both on the financing side in terms of what markets and what commodities should be invested in, and also from consumers who are concerned about accessing new materials from different parts of the periodic table that they haven't necessarily heard of before. I mean, I guess I've mentioned from the consuming side that we have electric vehicles, and we have in the press all this policy around new uptake of electric vehicles and government stating that we need to adopt electric vehicles at a certain rate to a certain percentage of the fleet by 2030 or 2040. And for us that's really critical because we need to look at whether the commodities exist in the market that lets you build those cars. So the hot topic at the moment would be on cobalt. So is there enough cobalt in the world that lets you build the batteries to drive the cars with electricity? And that's really quite a difficult question to answer that we're looking at. So the commodities we look at, particularly cobalt, come from new regions of the world which aren't traditional mining areas. So iron ore comes from Australia, it comes from Brazil, but the minor metals like cobalt come from the middle of Africa, where you don't just have supply issues, you have political issues, artisanal mining and other concerns that consumers have with those commodities. So it's not just on whether or not you can buy the material, but what it's going to cost and where you're going to get it from to guarantee that it arrives for your vehicle. Also commodities like nickel, where the market has grown really strongly, but prices are held down by a new type of nickel, which contains iron, nickel pig iron, and that's not suitable for batteries for cars. So as demand for the batteries and the cars grows, you need to find sources of nickel that don't have iron in them, and that's causing differences in prices going forward. We think really the time has come for these changes to be possible, so societal pressure and the realisation that individuals have a right to clean air has really risen off the political agendas, and that's facilitated by cheaper technology and better understanding of the possible solutions. So as that comes together, it's possible to set policy that's implementable at reasonable cost. So you can make these changes in the market today that maybe 5 years ago it was inconceivable to have an entire fleet of electric vehicles, but today you can see that that's possible. And it's really a seismic shift in the same way as when we move from horse and cart to combustion engine. You're really seeing the possibility of moving from combustion engines to new energy vehicles that's happening now.